Optibotimus coming with another video review. And thanks to the folks at toyarena.com, today we're going to be taking a look at the headrobots.com Hothead upgrade set. Now, who's Hothead? Well, Hothead is Hardhead. And Hardhead is just the repaint of Universe Onslaught. Now you guys know that I typically don't buy repainted figures, especially figures that didn't get too terribly much action or notoriety. The Headmaster series was very limited in most people's day-to-day lives. The Headmasters and Target Masters and all that stuff didn't appear until the end of the series and then continued on in Japanese cartoons, which most people still to this day have never seen. What Head Robots has decided to do was make this guy what he always should have been, a Headmaster. And I'm really glad they did, because it really makes me like this figure so much more. It makes it stand out in my collection that much more. I absolutely love the way it looks when it's fully upgraded. Now to achieve that, it's actually really simple. When you come around here on the back, I'm going to rotate this head around. If you zoom in, and I've already removed them, so it's actually really simple. You see there's one screw hole there, and then right down there are two little teeny, super teeny tiny holes that screws go into. When you remove them, you can pop off his head. And it's really that simple. Now you can still have his head, and here it is, doodle-doodle-doo. But the best part is this guy, Duras. I think that's how you pronounce his name. This is the figure itself. And as you can see, really nice detail on this figure. Nice painted face. I don't even know if I can get in closer. A really nice detailed face. He's got ball jointed arms up here, so you can have him, give me a hug, give me a hug, I want a hug. And he's got legs that swivel forward and back, and they bend at the knee. A fantastic looking sculpt on this figure. Now, like with all Headmasters, you can actually transform him, and he plugs into that guy right there. All you do is fold them. And there he is. There's Hardhead. And again, a very nice detailed face on here. Very nice molded detail. I love the way it looks. I think it's phenomenal looking. Now, it does detach like so, and then you can see that you have the blue translucent bit right there, which still allows for his eyes to light up. Now to attach it, you just kind of want to pull it apart just like so. Just a little. Come around here, and then you take it and you just plug it in here, and then you just squeeze it together and tighten it, and boom. Which head do you think looks better? My opinion, that one looks much better. Much better. Still rotates from left to right. You know, well, you get full 300, well, not really 360 degrees. Well, kind of, yeah, there you go. There you go. But just so awesome looking. The head alone is above and beyond a huge improvement on this figure. The color really matches very nicely with the rest of the green throughout the body, as well as the off-white on the arms and then the chest and, you know, the legs and everything. So color-wise, it matches beautifully, absolutely beautifully. But now you can do a little bit more. If you have the original G1 figure, you get a little adapter that you can use to replace your original Headmaster figure. If you want to, you don't have to. But he also comes with this big, huge bulk of guns and weapons. They all just kind of peg in here. You got two plasma rifles, these fellas, and these probably look familiar to anybody that has the G1 figure. And this big, huge honking cannon, which I absolutely love. When you have this, you have a backpack that you split apart here. If I can. Come on, split. There you go. And then you got this little tab right here that pegs into that section. Just like so. Gives them a little bit of a backpack there. Now, you can leave these giant turrets in. It just depends on what kind of configuration you want to put them in. If you want to put these guns up here, they peg into the sides. And again, you can leave the actual original turrets in there. They peg in, I'd put them in a little bit too much. And you can have weapons like that, and then you can have him holding on to the big honking cannon. Really, I mean, it's really whatever you want to do. There's a lot of versatility with it, and I really like the way that gun looks. That's a really sharp looking gun. Very simple, and I love it. So you can have it like that, or you can remove these, remove that. Now, these are actually, you can remove these as well. And if you want a little bit more of a G1 look, you can take this fellow plug it into another slot right here, and he has a more G1 look with the big giant cannon. Get that in there nice and propped on his shoulder, just like so. And then, you can have him hold the smaller guns, whichever you want to do. I mean, that is just fantastic looking. So fantastic looking. I love the way it looks. I really love the way it looks. Now, he does still keep his light up gimmick. If you look on his face, and I'm going to try showing this. It's kind of hard to see because my lights are so bright, but and then you detach it, the light still lights up. So while it's hard to see, it still does light up very nicely. So, I mean, like I said, it really depends on what you want your figure to look like. I personally love this configuration right here. Well, with this arm actually up. I just think that looks so much better. And then when you compare him to his Onslaught counterpart, it makes him look much different. And that I love. Now, the other cool thing is all these weapons can actually be utilized in vehicle mode. So first you want to replace these, so just plug those right back in. You can take this little gigantic cannon bay and you can set this right in there. There's just two little slots right here that plugs into. And now you have a much more armored vehicle. But in addition to that, this still pegs on. So, but wait a minute. What about this guy? What's he gonna do? Well, how about we open that bit up and look. He's got a little cockpit to drive around in. So just straighten out his arms and set him right in there. And that's perfect. And then this still will peg on here nicely, and you can take that and put that right there. And a very nice armored vehicle mode now. I absolutely love the way this guy looks. And he's got all the sounds and everything. This is just so incredible looking. I cannot recommend this thing enough. I just think that this is a super sweet addition to this figure that really makes it stand apart from the rest. So having said that, if you're a fan and if you're really interested, go ahead and click on the description for this video and you'll be taken to a link that'll give you all the details on this figure. I really, really hope you guys pick this thing up because it is just far and away one of the shining jewels from a custom company. Can't recommend this enough. So until next time, guys, I want to thank you for tuning in. This has been Optibotimus. I'll talk to you later.